Hello. I know we are all really, really busy, so I wanted to make it really easy with a list of 5 things that we can all do to help our kids with their emotional learning journey. So number 1 on my list is to name and normalize emotions. So the more that we can name emotions and encourage our kids to believe that all of those emotions are normal to feel and are okay to feel. It's okay to feel sad sometimes and it will go away. It's okay to feel angry sometimes or frustrated or jealous or any of those emotions. They're all fine to feel. But it's also important to move through them in a healthy way. Number 2, use storytelling to teach emotional intelligence. And this really is for twofold. One is it removes the alarm system from our thinking. So when we're really in it, we don't feel those alarms. We're stepping into the shoes of the character. And so it's a little bit removed from all of that. And so it's much easier to problem solve. The second piece of that is also it builds that emotional vocabulary. But it's really nice that we can take it back and make sure that we make the link between the story and our own life. So what's the moral of the story and how can I apply that to my own life? Number 3, fact check your story. So when you're coming into a situation of heightened emotions with your kids, don't come in already expecting to know what has happened before, how they're really feeling, or what is about to happen next. Because we're really lousy predictors as human beings. I mean, that's what our brains do. We're predicting machines. But don't jump to the conclusion and don't fill in the blanks with your own story of what's going on. Instead, lean into the curiosity and the open-ended questions, and don't assume you know what's happening. Number 4, encourage reflection. So this is a lovely practice for all of us, and the more that we can encourage our kids to do it as well, the better. We have guiding questions at the end of all of our stories, our books, so you can use those for reflection. But a really easy thing that I love to do, and we do it at dinner time, is the rosebud and thorn tradition. So we ask, what were your roses of the day? What were the best parts of your day? What were the thorns, the worst parts of your day? And what are you looking forward to? What were your buds? And you can also do mood meters or things like that, but just reflecting back on your day and making sure that even when you've had a bad day, that you do identify the good things that happened. So just balance everything out. So reflection is a number 4. Number 5 is probably the most difficult of all of them, and that's to stay calm in the eye of the storm. That can be very, very difficult. So how do we stay calm? Obviously, there's a very contagious nature to emotions, especially those really heightened ones. And so when our kids are stressed and they're feeling anxious and they're running around, maybe they're late for school, and it's very easy for us to get trapped and start to feel that too. But the more that we can lean into our own tools and be able to take a breath. One of my favorite things is to do, to listen to I hear a song in my head and it kind of makes everything a little bit silly. And so again, it separates me from the storm that's going around me and allows me to feel a little bit more calm. So find a song maybe that can go in your head that you can start to think about, or you can take a deep breath, you can slow down your actions. The nice part of this also is there's a mirroring piece of this. So the benefit is that your kids will likely mirror that as well. They will start to breathe similar to you. They will start to also slow down their heart rates maybe. So you can use a mantra for this, but just find what works for you. Even if you take a couple of seconds beforehand to find your calm, staying calm in the eye of the storm will really de-escalate any conflict. So that's number 5. I hope these were helpful for you. 5 things you can do to help your kids with their emotional learning. Let us know in the comments what you think of these. If you have any other tools that you really like to use, please share those with us. And I would always like to hear funny stories. And so email us or DM us and let us know any funny emotional stories that you have around these sort of 5 things that you can do around emotional learning.